sit here on this old front porch, watching the evening sun go down. Been living in these Tennessee hills since back when this was a different town. We'd bow our heads before a meal and pray before the school day began. Folks weren't ashamed to speak of Jesus or take a stand for what was right then. I miss the America I was born into, when God's word was honored and folks believed it true. When neighbors loved their neighbors and a handshake meant you'd stand. America, I barely recognize this land. The church house used to fill on Sundays, parking lots stretched down the road. The old hymns echoed through these valleys, and folks helped carry each other's load. Mama kept her Bible on the table. Daddy taught us wrong from right. Now the things they said were settled truth, weren't questioned or led to a fight. I miss the America I was born into, when God's word was honored and folks believed it true. When neighbors loved their neighbors and a handshake meant you'd stand. America, I barely recognize this land. America, we're at a crossroads, and the choice is ours to make. Will we humble ourselves before Him, or let this nation drift away? 'Cause when the dust of time is settled and this old world has had its say, only those who stand with Jesus will still be standing on that day. I miss the America I was born into, when God's word was honored and folks believed it true. When neighbors loved their neighbors and a handshake meant you'd stand. America, I barely recognize this land. Yeah, we're tearing down the foundations that built this country and kept it free. America, I barely recognize this land.